Hey guys, I'm retiring in June. That's about 4 months away. This is the end of February. We've got March, April, May, and June, and then I'm out. And I wanted to talk about why am I not retiring sooner? Why am I not retiring later? I'm 44 years old and I'm a truck driver. So I'm going to talk about what my plans are and why I think you should also make a plan to quit your job or retire. First, let me go ahead and take off this fake background. This background, I'm not really here. I think you guys know that. Where I really am is in my hotel. As a truck driver, my current position, I stay in a hotel every Tuesday night and Thursday night. I think that if you hate your job, then you should plan to get out of your job ASAP. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. You can train yourself new skills, you can get educated and learn new things, get to know other people that can help you find other work. I think the economy is not as bad as some of the headlines say that it is, and I think that if you're willing to work, you can find employment that you enjoy doing. I used to work in a bank and I hated that. I hated the corporate life. I couldn't stand that one more second. And I worked as a financial advisor on commissions and I hated that as well. I wanted to help people with their money, and I ended up becoming a truck driver because I do love the open road. I love exploring new places and I love to travel. So I made a plan to save as much money as I could and invest as much money as I could so that I can retire early and travel the world. If I had to work longer, I would find another job for sure. I can tolerate what I'm doing with my current job. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And I think if you're going to be doing something for more than a year or two, you should find something that you love to do. And if you don't love what you're doing, definitely look for other work. Look for other education. Let's get back to why June. So I have an apartment lease that ends in June. When we first moved into that, we signed an 18-month lease. At the time, we did not have plans to retire this June. We planned on possibly re-signing up for that lease and staying in this area for as long as it took to reach our FI number. If you're not familiar with what an FI number is, that's financially independent. So to figure out your FI number, you need to figure out, using the 4% rule, figure out what your annual expenses are and multiply that by 25 times. That will give you a rough estimate for what you need to be able to walk away from your job and not work again. We do not have our FI number. So how can we retire in June? Well, we're going to continue to work part-time, and that's called Barista FIRE, so we can afford to travel the world. So I know that we could definitely live on less. We could retire now and not have to work part-time, but there's so many things in the world that we want to do that cost more money. So with what our goals are and what we want to do in our life, our FI number would be almost $2 million. We don't have that. We only have about 1 million. So our plan is to work until, at least part-time work, until we have reached our true FIRE number. So in June, we'll be retiring. We don't want to re-up the lease, and I would retire and we would start traveling today if it weren't for the fact that we have to pay the lease. We've asked our apartment complex if we can get out of it early, and they said no. So now I could take the money out of our savings and just pay the money for the next 4 months, and we could go ahead and start our travels today. But I would hate to get this close to being at our goals and just lose patience. So I'm just trying to be patient for the next 4 months. I know what it's like to, have your dreams and goals just this close, and I believe that you can also do the same thing. I'll be documenting our journeys, and if you've seen some of my other videos on this channel, you know that I share my net worth and our investing plan. We've got just 4 months to go. It's the countdown. Let's go. Until next time, let's continue to drive towards financial freedom.